Waiting for Jaden Lee to get set. And here we go. The ball is up in the air, and Javantae Randle will grab the tip-off. And we are underway. The Marauders will have it for the first time going to the south side of the arena, as it's Raymar Pryor, who missed a couple games with a concussion, back in the lineup. Came back halfway during that road stand as Pryor gets it back, and Pryor fires from beyond the arc. That's no good. Randle grabs the miss, and Randle trying to muscle his way up. That's a little bit too strong, but look at Emmanuel Enriquez come flying in, grabs the rebound. Enriquez, a player who went from in the starting five consistently at the beginning of the season to a role player fighting for minutes, and now back in the starting five at the end of the year.
And I love the fight, man. It is showing them that they are going to fight to the end. This reminds me of the Rocky theme, Eye of the Tiger, man.
That's Micah Bays, who picks the pocket. With as much talk we had with Micah Bays as Pryor intercepts the pass, here comes Pryor to Randle, and Randle's fouled. 2 shots coming up. With how much highlight that we've given Micah Bays over the last 11 games, averaging over 17 points per game, we forgot to mention he's not the leading scorer of this Marauders team. That title still belongs to Raymar Pryor.
No doubt, no doubt, and I think that Raymar just has done some great things defensively. Again, we said that tonight, or I said tonight at the top of the key, if Lane stands a chance, they're going to have to do some turnovers. I meant not commit the turnovers.
Javantae Randle will take a trip to the free throw line. The first one is good for Randle. Randle, the third leading scorer on this team, 11.3 points per game. He had 24 the last time they played Lane. And he'll go 1 of 2, but Micah Bays comes screaming in, grabs the rebound. And now it's Pryor who's looking to drive, and Pryor steps back, puts up a shot, wide left air ball. And the rebound will go to the Dragons, and here come the Dragons flying up the floor. Moving to the north side of the arena. Whistle blown on the inside. Looked like he stepped out of the baseline, and it's going to go the other direction. So now Central State will walk the ball at the floor. Lane, looks like they're going to try to trap him at the midcourt stripe. Stevenson, one of the freshmen, leaves this one over to the left side, down low to Raymar Pryor. Pryor, who had 17 last time against Lane, goes up, whistle blown, and they're going to call it goaltending. Flying in was Bea, and Jerome Bea got it on the trajectory down, and a quick 5-0 run to start this one for the Marauders.
I like the intensity we're coming out in the fight. If we can keep it up this half, that'd be great.
Here's Jaden Lee. Lee very close of going back over the equator. Fires a 3. That one's no good. It was a shot by Chase Murray, and Raymar Pryor rips down the rebound. Enriquez is wide open, all alone. And Emmanuel Enriquez, he can knock him down from beyond the arc, and a great start for him. Enriquez is on the board for the first bucket of his night. As Love trying to dish this one to the inside to Bea. And the ball's going to be tipped. It's going to go out of bounds, and it was last touch from the Marauders.
Seemed like there's a little bit of miscommunication on that offensive set there with Lane College passing some traffic.
So Lane will go to inbound. Gets this one in shy. Into the corner to Bea. Up to the top to lead. Right side corner, looks to drive. The up and under, tough shot, no good. Bea can't grab the miss. Instead it goes to Micah Bays. And Torian Stevenson will walk the ball up the floor before he swings this one to Enriquez, who now looks to drive, and Enriquez couldn't get it to go. Lane might have gotten away with a bit of contact on the interior. And quickly down the other way, another jump ball, this time arrow to the Marauders. That's the second time Emmanuel Enriquez has been a part of a jump ball in the first 2 minutes and 36 seconds.
Great hustle.
Torian Stevenson has been part of the rotation of freshmen this season. Coach Lewis has wanted to keep them as a redshirted year, but all 3 of them, Armani Portis and Demanye Smith-Poe, all 3 of them have received ample amount of playing time, but they've had to be rotated in and out to try to at least ensure that they can keep a red shirt eligibility, but they're certainly getting up close to that 10-game mark. But with how many losses that this Marauders team has had, Coach Lewis has had no choice. Just like Lane has no choice there but to get out of the way and watch that's Javantae Randle throw it down. So here comes Jaden Lee. Outside, here comes the three. Got it. Lane is on the scoreboard. Knocked down that time by Elijah Lewis. Stevenson to Randle, who has a lane. Randle adjusting. Randle through the contact. Got it to fall. Javantae Randle will take a trip to the charity stripe for an and one possibility. So Javantae Randle will take a trip to the line for the second time today. He is 1 for 2 after his first trip. And the first one and the only one is good for Randle. Jaden Lee will scream up the floor. Gives this one over to Murray. Now back to Lee as they're set up shop as the Marauders have an early double-digit lead here in the first half. Through the first 3.5 minutes. Pryor trying to fight for the ball. It's tipped. Pryor still trying to get it and chase down Jaden Lee with it. Lee got it. Pryor got a little too handsy. He'll pick up the foul. It's his first team fouls first.
I like the energy. I like the effort. I love the intensity that Central State is playing with tonight. If they keep this up, it's going to create some serious problems for Lane.
Murray down low, ball tipped away from Enriquez. Possession will stay on this side of the floor. Look to inbound it. Here comes the trap. Bea will be able to get himself out of that. Coming from Congo, Africa. Down in the corner now. Look at a drive, throws it, intercepted. An interception into the hands of Raymar Pryor. And now it's Pryor who's looking to take it all the way. He floats one from 10 feet away, no good. Pryor grabs the miss. And the second chance for Raymar Pryor is good. He's on the board with the deuce.
I think Raymar just needed that. He needed to get that first bucket to get his feel for the game.
Fires this one up ahead to Lee. Adjusting, almost had it stripped away, and Bays provided some nice defense, but a better shot. That time from Love. 5 minutes in, Stevenson has an open lane. Stevenson goes up, and Stevenson counted and one. The freshman with a big-time drive through the contact of Jerome Bayham. And we have a timeout. The Marauders take a 12-point lead. They put up 17 points in the first. The first matchup was in 2013.
Maybe.
So the 21st all-time meeting between Lane and Central State. Lane, they're 12-8. They've won the last two. Torian Stevenson will take a trip to the free throw line, the freshman from Saginaw, Michigan, and he will capitalize on the three-point play. And it puts the Marauders up by 13. And Corey, I'd have to imagine that this is probably the most points that they've put up in the first 5 minutes of a game this season. Gives this one off underneath, trying to adjust through the contact. And a nice finish there by Paul Pullins, who just checked into the game.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I think 18 points in the first few minutes, that's probably is some type of season high for us this year.
Over to Stevenson, and Stevenson has it taken away by Love. Love tries throwing it, and it was tipped and taken away. Micah Bays got it from the tip from Stevenson, and now Bays catches and fires at transition. He'll knock down the trifecta. Bays will knock down the trifecta. As with it over on the left side is Elijah Lewis, who just checked back in, and he lobbed it over. Wasn't a great alley-oop, but that was the idea. But 2 points is 2 points, as Love will jam it. He just had to wait on it to come back down to earth. Stevenson Nice backdoor cut to Bays. Bays with the body.
That's the difference between the dunking right now. It was very quiet on their dunk, and the crowd erupted on that one.
Floats this one to the inside. No good. Javantae Randle rips it away from his own teammate, Emmanuel Enriquez. Underneath, Randle has this one poked up in the air. Over to Pryor. Pryor gives it back to Randle. Randle trying the one-handed jam, couldn't get it. It was poked away last second by Chase Murray. And a nice drive, a spin move, adjusting, can't get the acrobatic finish. That's a Lewis on the inside. And Enriquez will slow things down. 14-point lead for the Marauders. Pryor. With the ISO. Pryor adjusting, floats it, couldn't get it, but he'll draw the contact. And 2 free throws coming up for Raymar Pryor. We talked about Central State. In the 25 games that they have played this season, 19 of them have been decided within 10 points or less, whether that was good or bad for the Marauders. That means their record outside of those 19 games, they are 5-1 in games that have been decided by 10 or more points this season.
Gotta love that stat.
So Pryor, the first one is good. Takes a trip to the line for the first time today. A player who's averaging 16.7 points per game. And he has now moved up and over 75% when it comes to free throw shooting. He leads the team in free throw makes and free throw attempts.
He's not the guy you want to put on the line, basically.
He is now 92 of 122. Tipped around, Lee fires underneath as Keyron Powell-Scott just checked into the game. He'll get a block there, and he almost gets another one as Powell will just tip this one over to Micah Bays, and now it's Pryor attacking. Gets into the low post. Pryor with a nice baseline pass, but Isaiah Daniels' big toe was on the line. I like the thought, I like the idea, I like the aggression, just couldn't execute it.
I love the speed, I love the tempo, I love the effort that Central State is coming out with tonight. They're playing like it really is survival mode.
Over the right side, into the corner. Here comes the three, has to fire it over. Scott can't get it to go. But the ball tipped out, the rebound will go to Jaden Lee. Bell gives it one more time to the corner. Murray knocks down the trifecta. Lane shooting the three ball pretty well so far. They have knocked down 2 3-pointers from beyond the arc now. Bays runs himself into a trap in that corner. Bays gets out of it, and Bays somehow, like a magician, able to get to the inside, and that's enough to leave Coach Rayford for Lane infuriated over on the sideline. Here comes another three. That one's no good. Bays and Pryor went to fight for the ball, and it will go out of bounds, and we have a timeout. 11:26 left to go. The Marauders 27 points in the first 8 minutes and some change. State University on the Marauder Sports Network. Join Jackson Lightcap, Tiana Bryant, Sion Woodard, and Q Marks every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock for coach interviews, team updates, and more. Join us on your home for all exclusive Central State content, the Marauder Sports Network at maraudersports.tv. Underway after the under-12 media timeout. Here comes a three, and it's an air ball from Chase Murray. And the student section is certainly going to let him know about it. I would have to imagine probably the rest of the game.
This student section is very unforgiving.
Daniel's got it over on the left side. Daniel, who's come to life lately offensively. Ball goes right through Keyron Powell-Scott's hands. Daniel picks it back up, and now he throws it away, and it's Love who's all alone, and Love will go with the windmill dunk. He had the choice. That's the choice he went with, and it's 2 points for Lane. So it's Orion Stevenson gives this one back outside. Right side. Braylon Dickerson, who also just checked back in the game, miscommunication. Pryor wanted a backdoor cut. Daniel stayed put, and the Marauders turn it over.
I think Lane is questioning, can the Marauders stay as intense for the next 10 minutes as they were the first 10 minutes? They're questioning that.
Well, with how Central State has shot today, that is certainly unsustainable. They are 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. They're shooting, how about this, Corey, 63% from the field.
Very nice.
That is nice but unsustainable for an entire 40 minutes. Lane will have their opportunities to strike. The question is, can the Marauders limit them and hang on to this lead as the first 10 minutes come to a close? Puts up a shot. That one, it's good. It's Elijah Greer-Dawson, and Dawson has his first bucket. Their leading scorer is on the scoreboard for the Dragons. Dickerson to Scott. Scott has his bucket pick taken away by Chase Murray, and now here comes Murray, who will bullet a pass underneath and adjusting through the contact. Xavier Bell with the and one. We're back to single-digit lead for the Marauders. A chance to cut it down to 8 as Xavier Bell, the 6'4 junior from Atlanta, will take a trip to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Javantae Randle comes back in the game.
He's going to get some size underneath. Little taller from T-Ron Powell Scott. Free throw there is good. Bays trying to adjust, and Bays somehow slips inside. And tried throwing a pass to Javantae Randle. Murray was there to knock it out of bounds. Bays lofts this one. Randle, floater, hook shot good. 10-point lead for the Marauders. As Lane starting to find some rhythm, though, offensively. As it's Greer-Dawson. And Dawson, nice no-look pass to the inside. Shot miss. It was Pollins from the 12-foot baseline jumper. And now it's Bays to Pryor. Pryor turns around, puts up a shot. It's no good. Dickerson tipped the board, but it goes right into the hands of Chase Murray. They lob it up and trying to hang on to it, and the ball's going to go rolling and rolling out of bounds. I think the Marauders wanted it out of bounds off the side of the backboard. From where it hit, that is in play. It hit the rubber. It didn't hit the actual metal.
Right.
So a good no call there by the officials, and then a great job for Lane to keep it in bounds. They just couldn't track it down, and it came flying out of bounds towards us, Corey.
We were ready this time, though. We were ready.
There's Stevenson. Randle. Over to Enriquez. 12 to shoot. Bays trying to create his own shot. Bays is fouled. It's going to be team foul number 5 going against Lane. And that's going to give the Marauders a new fresh 20 on the shot clock.
Yep.
That foul goes on Elijah Greer-Dawson. It's his third. Dickerson with a wide open lane. Dickerson attacking and adjusting in midair. Braylon Dickerson has put together an incredible junior campaign from Ann Arbor, Michigan, and it's stripped away. Here comes Stevenson. Stevenson attacking, has this one sent back by Elijah Greer-Dawson, the senior picking on the freshman there. And a bit of bully ball on the inside.
Just a little bit. It says, welcome to the SIAC, son. Welcome to the SIAC. Where freshmen can play, but they may not always be welcome on the court real well. But it's a learning experience. He'll grow from this and get better. Because just sometimes that home crowd, they can be just as unforgiving when you have shots like that as well.
Randle will chase it down. Gives us one to Bays. Outside three, Bays, no good. Couldn't get it to go, and the rebound is going to be ripped down, and now here comes Lane College once again up the other side of the floor. Left side, trying to get it once again to the left side after one more pass to Xavier Bell. Bell to Love. Love has it knocked loose, and it will go out of bounds. Last touch by what seems as if Javantae Randle. We have a media timeout with 7:36 left to go in the first. 12-point advantage for Central State. As we're back after this, our athletic directors at Central State, A.D. Brown and Brad Coker. Our camera manager this evening is Kayla. Q Marks is our on-site producer. Alongside Corey Owens, I'm Jackson Lightcap. All powered by TKDS Sports. Down low into that corner, it's Bell. And Bell is going to put up a shot. No good. And a nice tip-in by Paul Polans, as Polans checked into the game not too long ago, and he has made the most out of his minutes out there. And here comes Stevenson. Over the left side to Raymar Pryor. Pryor back to Javantae Randle. Gives us one to Pryor. Pryor back to Enriquez. Enriquez wants his second three of the game, and he got it. Enriquez from beyond the arc. Able to get the Marauders going once again. Nice pressure defense. But Jaden Lee will find the outlet pass to Xavier Bell. Now they reset the offense with Lee. Puts up a shot from the elbow, no good. Pryor comes running in. Grabs the rebound, fighting through the contact there by Elijah Lewis. And now it's Enriquez, and Enriquez geared up, ready to drive. He lost it. And the ball will roll to Lewis, as Lewis has it on the other side. Drives, turns around, puts up a shot. That one's no good, and the rebound will go to Torian Stevenson. Again, the freshman who has seen a lot more playing time this season than what he's expected. So Stevenson, there's a reach-in foul. It's going to go against Bell.
That's going to bring them to 6 on the team.
As much adversity as we talk about how the Marauders have gone through, Lane is right there in the similar situation as well. They have been banged up this season. They've had to go. They've had some situations, and you take a look at the bench, they only have 10 players who took the trip here to Wilberforce.
That says a lot, too.
So they've been playing down some players. That has not been the easiest of seasons for Lane and the Dragons. That's why both these teams match up so well with each other, as Randle can't get it to go. And a shot clock violation as that ball never hit rim on the shot by Randle. Shot clock violation, and Lane will take possession. As they lob this one over to Lewis. Lewis drives, sends it back out to Bell. Bell for three, it's no good. And Raymar Pryor will just watch that ball glide itself out of bounds. Possession will go the other way. Central State, this is certainly a team that if they can get healthier and really grow together, they could enter the SIAC tournament as a low seed and very well could make a run in the SIAC tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Randle from beyond the arc, and Randle, that one's no good. Dickerson tips that one over, and now it's Elijah Lewis who's pushing the floor. Lewis leaves this one up to Lee. Lee for three, got it. Lane back within 10. Corey, we talked about how shooting 63% from the floor through the first couple media timeouts, that was unsustainable. It certainly has been, because that shooting percentage has dipped way down. Still shooting 57% in the first half, but certainly on the decline as of late.
Yeah, but what also we said, or I said at the beginning, I thought turnovers was going to be a part of this. When we started off this game, Lane had 5 turnovers, Central State at 0. Now we're tied at 7-7 apiece. We've turned the ball over 7 times, as well as a dip in our shooting percentage.
Bays with a nice pick and roll for Randle, and Randle does the rest with the flush. Randle has his second jam of the evening. Able to get that one to fall. It puts the lead up to 12, and Lane will have it over on the north side of the courts. Elbow, it's Lewis, and I think TJ Stevenson ended up tugging him just a tad.
But, despite everything we just talked about, Central State has done a good job. Once they got that early lead, they've done a good job of keeping a double-digit lead. They really have. They've let Lane close it a little bit.
A quick recap of the ladies' game. That's all coming up next. Right here on the SIAC Network. Lane will have it underneath the basket after that foul goes on Torian Stevenson. They throw this one in the corner. Bell, Trapp just has to launch this one up towards midcourt. Able to get it in, and now here comes a 3 on the way, and that one's no good. And a nice strong rebound by Bell as Bell looks to drive. Came off his hand wrong. It's way wide left. He gets it back, and Bell kisses it off the glass.
This comes down to who's going to close out this half better. Who's going to finish this half strong? Is it going to be the Marauders or is it going to be Lane?
Right side, Micah Bays. Pump fakes to 3. Gives us one. Over to Javantae Randle. Randle driving. Reverse layup. Oh, what a strong finish by Javantae Randle. Tough on the interior. Randle's got the deuce. Randle's the first one from either side to hit double digits. He's at 10. As we're less than 3 minutes to play here in the inaugural half. Jaden Lee drives, flips this one down low, and a nice reverse dunk and a pull-up to go along with it. Jerome Bea, I don't even know how he had the angle to dunk that, but he does. And now we'll see Central State try to push the tempo. Picked up nicely. Dickerson to the inside through the contact. Late whistle, but a whistle and a foul call. Let's go back to that dunk there by Jerome Bea. What a strong finish. I didn't
Great
even
finish.
think with where he was positioned, it looked like he had no chance to be able to dunk that one. Next thing you know, there he goes.
Yeah, I thought he was just going for a reverse layup, but he just kept, it seemed like he was just climbing in the sky. He just kept going higher and higher.
Waylon Dickerson will take a trip to the free throw line. Dickerson this season about as good as you can get at the free throw line. He is at 82% heading in to this trip. And that should be rising as he hits the first one. Dickerson now 32 of 39 on the season. .233 left to go in the first half. Dickerson, that one is no good. Bell trying to attack his way up, working against Isaiah Daniel. Here comes a shot from the baseline. Able to knock it down. It's Tabor Brown. First time we've called his name tonight. Lane's got it within 10 once again. Bays into the corner to Dickerson. No good. Shy on the 3. And Lane, you can just tell, starting to run with a little bit more pep in their step. Claiming some momentum. Trying to close out the first half on a good run. And Kieran Powell-Scott turned into a football player there. Or maybe a hockey player. And shoulder checked Elijah Lewis. He'll pick up the foul. And it's team foul number 4 going against the Marauders. Kieran Powell-Scott, the graduate student who started his career at the University of Houston, played actually in a Final Four game the year that I believe it was Baylor who went all the way and won it multiple years ago. In fact, he played in that loss against Baylor. We have a timeout taken. Another fun fact with Kieran Powell-Scott. You, me, and Kieran Powell-Scott, we all share something in common. And Brad Coker, one of the athletic directors here at Central State, came up and started talking to Kieran and I. And he mentioned, he hit me on the shoulder and he said, hey, you know he's a Bengals fan, right? And then we started talking about Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, the Andy Dalton years, the Carson Palmer years, and next thing you know, every time I talk to him, hey, what are the Bengals doing this week? Here comes Bays. Bays fires a three. That one's off the mark. And the rebound will go to Torian Stevenson. Kieran, great guy if you ever get a chance to get to know him as well.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful person.
He's in 2 of my classes, but I won't say that.
Kieran Powell, or excuse me, that's Micah Bays, who gave this one to Randle, and Randle put it on the ground, flying up the floor, and it's Raymar Pryor who strips it away. Now Pryor pushing the tempo. Pryor trying to muscle his way to the inside, and we'll have to reset the offense now with Stevenson. We're inside a minute to play in the first half.
Yeah, we got to take care of the ball right now. No turnovers, as I say that.
Right on cue, it gives it right back to Xavier Bell, and a foul is going to be called as they cross the equator. 45 seconds left. A foul will go against the Marauders. It's team foul number 5. I think Raymar Pryor just picked up his second.
Yep.
Pryor will pick up his second, a chance to go 2 for 1 right now for Lane if they decide to do so. Xavier Bell will inbound it. Looks like they will just try to set something up. Down low, and it's Isaiah Daniel who tips the pass, intercepts it, lobs this one up ahead to Braylon Dickerson, and that is now 3 consecutive possessions for the Marauders with a turnover.
That is not going to help us as we close out this half.
Lane can hang on to the ball for the final shot, but it looks like with the full head of steam that they have, they're going to try to pick up the tempo, and then that will slow down as Harold Rayford will take a timeout. A 30-second timeout. We'll take one with them after this message from the SIA.
Let your foot off the gas right now with 22 seconds to go in this half.
Tabor Brown will get it in, and it does look like Lane will try to hang on to the ball for the final shot, which could ensure them that it is less than 10 heading into the locker room. After the Marauders led by as much as 13, they will drive, and the Marauders will have 5 seconds, enough time to fly down the floor, get a shot off, and Stevenson catch and shoot at the buzzer, and it's shy. No good, and that takes us to the intermission. Halftime report, stay with us, it's all coming up next. 39 to fall here with Jarrell Love, who will go to inbound it.
Yeah, we've seen Central State struggle late. We've seen Lane come up inconsistent. So at the end of this 20 minutes, we're going to find out who wants it the most.
Love will inbound it to Jaden Lee. Second half is officially underway. The band has left Beacom Lewis Gymnasium. And here comes the baseline jump shot. That one's no good. And it looked like it had some backspin to possibly give it a second chance of going in. It did not. Javantae Randle will grab the miss.
It's going to be interesting to see who coach made the best halftime adjustments, and we're going to see that right now.
Lobs this one up to Randle, and Randle with the flush, and Raymar Pryor looked like a prime Tom Brady on that one.
Well, right now, the Marauders coming out real aggressive. Love it. Coming up with the big jam. Got tied up. Diving for loose balls.
And
here we go.
And Raymar Pryor put that one perfectly for Javantae Randle to go up and grab it. They're still high-fiving each other at the other side of the floor, saying, hey, thanks for that one. Pryor leaves this one over to Bays. Bays, who had a silent 9 in that inaugural half. 10 to shoot. Bays gives this one back. Enriquez looks to drive. Enriquez attacking, and a foul is going to be called. As Emmanuel Enriquez, who plays so hard, more times or not in the game, he's ended up on the floor about something he does there. He's going to the line for 2. So Emmanuel Enriquez will take a trip to the free throw line. The junior from Baltimore, Maryland, who spent his last couple of years at Howard Community College. Moving up to the Division II level. And his junior campaign, it's been up and down, but lately it has certainly been more up, and he has been such a key factor and key piece all season long for the Marauders. Two shots coming up for Enriquez.
Coach wanted to call them over to make sure they're set up, whatever they're setting up, just right on this one.
First one's good.
Extending that lead to 12. Back at double digits.
Here's the second one, and that one's good. The Marauders are once again up by 13. Their largest lead in that first half sat at 16. And we're going to have a kick ball, but it will stay on this side of the floor. As Elijah Greer-Dawson will go underneath the basket to inbound it. Gets it in to Jarrell Love. Dawson, who had a silent first half, only a couple of points in that first half. The leading scorer, who's up of about 20 points per game this season, now will look to drive, goes up, it's no good, and the rebound, the putback right in at the buzzer is Jarrell Love. The senior puts that one up and in, and it's back to 11 as Stevenson will bring it across. Stevenson with a bounce pass, Bays, one more to the corner to Pryor. Bays finds a lane. Bays puts up a shot. That one, no good. As here comes Love, and Love has this one stripped away. But it's going to be a foul on Stevenson.
The foul ball, number 10. That's his second foul.
Stevenson will pick up his second. It's team foul number 1. Dawson will get this one in. Over to Love, ball on the ground. Pryor picked it. Here comes Pryor. Pryor using the body to adjust. He couldn't get it, but it's Randle there for the putback. Whistle blown and a blocking foul against Enriquez.
Wow.
Enriquez certainly wasn't a fan of that one. Might have gotten there a little too late.
Maybe. I don't know. That happened right in front of us. I guess I had seen them let things like that slide earlier in this game, so.
Enriquez will pick up the foul. It's his first. It's team foul number 2. It's Jan Lee who's got it once again at the top. Underneath, trying to back his way inside. Here's the hook shot. What a nice shot by Bea. Boy, I'll tell you, Bea has made some of the most insane shots that we have seen here today.
Yeah.
He's able to get that one to fall. As they lob this one up ahead to Pryor. Pryor to Bays. Gets it right back. Here comes the 3 on the way for Bays. It's no good. And the rebound will be ripped down. And Jaden Lee will push the tempo.
Ooh.
Heads out of bounds. Looks like we'll stay on this side of the floor with 16:37 left to go in the first half. Bell will inbound. Lobs this one up. Pryor almost had his third pick of the game, and now here comes a three, and that one is no good as Enriquez scoops it up. Enriquez lost it running to the other side of the court. Luckily was able to track it back down. Enriquez had it in the corner. His big toe was on the sideline. Turns it over, and it's going to go back the other way.
Yeah, I think he had to reach a little bit to get that one from Bays.
Bell to Jaden Lee. This Lane team has raised their field goal percentage up to 41%, but they've shot 3 of 10 from beyond the arc. So have the Marauders. No good, and the putback on the interior. That one's good from Tabor Brown, and Brown, who hasn't had a whole lot of minutes today, has really provided some quality minutes in the chances he's gotten, as it's Pryor who has this one stripped away by Bea. Randle takes it away from Bea, and then it's Tabor Brown who takes it away from Randle. A block party underneath, acrobatic non-finish on the other side. Great defense by Bays, and a foul is going to be called, and that's going to go against Xavier Bell. Bell can't believe it, but he tied up Micah after that foul. That went on Xavier Bell. It's his second. It's team foul number 2 with 15 and a half left to go in the matchup. Central State, they lead it by 9 as they will look to continue to try to keep it at this. The Marauders have led by as much as 16. It came early on in that first half. Into the corner, Pryor, catch and shoot 3, it's short. Couldn't get that one to go. Offensive rebound, Pryor couldn't get it. And it's Randle again on the inside. Javantae Randle has had 2 of his best games of the season against this Lane squad. 24 in the first matchup, and now already up to 18 with still 15 minutes to play. Silent night so far for Raymar Pryor, who only has 6. And a long shot there. We'll get that one to fall. Back to 9. As they just slowly walk the ball up the floor. Outside, Pryor wanted it again and said he'll attack the middle. And Raymar Pryor through the contact provided by Jaden Lee. Tough finish for Pryor. That's what he does best.
Yeah, it was a great finish. I think that's what the team needed to see as well.
Lee steps into one for 3. It's no good. And Enriquez will track down the rebound. As the Marauders will slow things down. The Marauders trying to snap a 4-game losing skid. All 4 of those games on the road. They're 8-5 in this arena this season. Trying to get back on track with just 3 games left to go in the regular season. All of them coming from home. And now it's Randle who drives, and Randle with the lane. Foul is called, and I think they got Javantae Randle for the charge.
That's what it was.
Randle will be called for the charge. It's going to head back the other direction for the Dragons. And you got to give the Dragons props. They were down by 16 early. I mean, the first 8 minutes of the game, they have just grinded and grinded and grinded, and it's almost as if they are the predator stalking their prey in the shadows. They have kept it within striking distance. They just have yet to pounce. As it's Tabor Brown who fires this one underneath to Lewis, and it's Lewis who's able to finish off the glass. Back to 9. 9 points has seemed to be the brick wall where the Marauders have had it distanced. We'll see if this time's was a different story. Randle, ball tipped up in the air, fights for it back, fires for Pryor. Pryor with a Euro step. Pryor trying to get the finish, couldn't get it. Randle through the contact, was looking for the foul, couldn't get one. Pushing the tempo, down to Bell. Bell throws an errant pass. Jaden Lee will have to track it down to reset the offense. Drives, goes up, Bell, no good. Randle grabs it. Randle, who is just 4 rebounds away from a double-double. Dickerson, underneath to Pryor. To Dickerson. Steps inside, Dickerson throws up a shot. That one's no good, and the rebound going to be ripped down by Jaden Lee. And it's Lee, who now once again driving, goes up, no good, the putback, and who else? It's Jerome Baya. Able to put that one up and in, as he's up to 6, and all 6 of his points have been some of the craziest shots you will see, as tipped in there by Randle. Randle's up to 20, and he's 3 rebounds away now from a double-double. Javantae Randle must love playing against Lane. 24 in the opener. He's got 20 with still 11 and a half to play here today. Drives, puts up a shot. Foul called. It's on Stevenson. That'll take us to our under 12 timeout. 9-point lead. Marauders hanging on. Lane shipping away.
We're getting close, Jackson, to coming down the home stretch to see exactly how the Marauders are going to finish out this game. This is exciting, man. I don't know how else to describe it.
Harold Rayford, the head coach for Lane, second season, 15-32 overall. Head coach for the Marauders, Travis Lewis, in his second season as well, 28-29 overall. Put some magic in the program last year as he led him from a 3-win team in the 23-24 season to a 17-win team in the 24-25 season. There were a lot of expectations that this program could hit 20-plus wins this season. That was the hype heading in to the beginning of the season for the Marauders, but again, some losses for the season, some temporary losses for an extended period of time, and you have the Marauders that are 11-14 that are just trying to get healthy enough to be able to go in and compete for the tournament, which they certainly can if healthy. Hayes will run it up. It's a 7-point game in favor of the Marauders. Marauders will try to get the offense going once again. Underneath to Pryor. Pryor to Dickerson. What a find and what a finish by Braylon Dickerson. And what a better time to get Braylon Dickerson on the scoreboard for the first time in the second half. He's got 5 total. Dickerson, another player who started the season on the bench, was a role player, but has worked himself in a starting 5 position. He came off the bench tonight, but the majority of games he's played in lately, he's been a starting 5 member. He has put together some incredible games and some big clutch moments. And speaking of clutch moments, look at Elijah Lewis. Able to knock it down. Lewis is the first Dragon who hits 10 or more points. And just like that, it's within 6. Corey Dickerson couldn't catch the pass from Stevenson. And now running the ball up the floor is Love. Love adjusting. Foul is called against Javantae Randle. And a trip to the line for 2. Here come the Dragons, flying their way back, breathing fire all over Wilberforce.
Where's a fire extinguisher when you need it? They are bringing it, but this was kind of, this is kind of how we played the first half too. They got to slow down a little bit.
First one's good for Love. Jarrell Love is up to 7.
We really just got to take care of the ball coming down the stretch.
No good. And Randle will grab it. Randle under pressure has to lob this one over. Under pressure, it's Bays, who has been held in check, silent in the second half. And Bays couldn't get it up over the floor within 10 seconds. It's a turnover. The Marauders have now turned it over 15 times today. And I would have to imagine 10 of those times have just come in the last 12 minutes of game time.
Oh, yeah.
They did not have many turnovers in the first 15 minutes of the game. It has been the last 15 or so that has torched them. And that is when Lane has come back and they put this one up. It's no good. Pryor will grab it and he turns it back over to Bell. Underneath for Love. It's a one-score game like that in a blink of an eye. All momentum with Lane. Bays lofts this one up ahead, and it's taken away. Stevenson trying to get there. Ball goes out of bounds, and it was last touch by Elijah Lewis. And you have to imagine that Coach Lewis, he only has 3 timeouts remaining. You're a minute away from the under 8 timeout, just trying to limp into that under 8 timeout and try to just continue to hang on to the lead. It has not been a kind second half for the Marauders.
Not at all.
The Marauders have been outscoring 20-14 in this second half. If you want to add in the final 5 minutes of the first half, Marauders once led by 16. It's down to just 3. Outside, 3 for Bays, no good. Randle grabs it to Stevenson. Back to Bays. Bays wants it again. Bays got it again. Bays from beyond the arc, he's in double digits. That's his 20th consecutive game with 10 or more points.
Gotta love it. Got the defensive rebound. Very nice.
Bays' lowest amount during that 20-game span came against Lane back on January 19th, where he only had 11. He's got 12 here today. Ball on the ground. Bell will pick it up, and now here comes Bell. Bell to Love. Over to Jaden Lee. Down low. Puts up a shot. Able to get it. Just like that. Back to 4. Drives, attacking, goes up. That one's no good. Long rebound. And it's Pryor who adjusts on the inside. And it's Raymar Pryor who's able to lay it up and in.
That's where Raymar has been so effective right now. Just getting those tough points, grinding in, taking his body, and just going inside and getting that easy layup.
Underneath, puts up a shot. That one is good. It's Tabor Brown. Bays able to hang on to the pivot foot. Game's starting to get interesting. The Marauders have led the entirety of it. Lane has battled back down by 16 to bring it back within 4. Under 7 minutes to play. Daniel with a nice pump fake. Lost it outside to Pryor. Pryor on the drive. Outside to Bays. Bays chucks it up as the shot clock expires. And he got the backspin to throw it up and in. Able to get that one to fall. And now it's Jaden Lee. Underneath, right side, 3-ball flies, in and out. Ball tipped. Bays gonna track it down. Here comes Micah Bays. Through the contact, no good. Stevenson's there, and Stevenson's on the board. The Marauders are back up by 9. Timeout by Coach Rayford with 6:15 to go. And the set today is Kayla. Our on-site producer is Q Marks. Alongside Corey Owens, I'm Jackson Lightcap. The TKDS crew on site for today's matchup. 9-point lead. The Marauders have started to find some distance. And then coming out of the timeout, ball stripped away, leaves it over to the left side. 3 on the way, fires, it's no good. Offensive rebound, the putback And they're have to do the three-point play the hard way as it's Chase Murray who battles through the contact. He'll draw the foul, and a free throw coming up for Murray. So Murray will take a trip now to the free throw line. First shot, no good. Pryor grabs it. Daniel trying to battle through it. Leaves us one over to Bays, and Bays for three. That one skips over the rim. Ball going to be tipped up in the air, and the rebound going to be pulled down by Lane. Driving, kicks this one back out. Now we'll reset the offense with Jaden Lee. Lee backs his way inside. Lee the floater, it's good. Back to 5. Game starting to get interesting as the ball will head out of bounds. A lot of momentum, Corey. What do you expect here through the final 5 minutes and 12 seconds?
Man, I expect Central to turn on the Jets, man. Keep your foot on their necks.
Drives underneath, and it's Enriquez who goes up, and he's met up top by Love, who sends it back, and the rebound will go to Jaden Lee. And now attacking, goes up, no good. The rebound again. Ball still on the ground, scooped up, puts it up, back and in. And a 6-0 run coming out of the timeout by Lane. Marauders in a similar situation what they were just 4 minutes ago.
Yep.
Up to Pryor, ball tipped, intercepted. Driving, goes up, Pryor rejects it, sends it back. As he turned into Mutombo and said, no, 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 not in my house.
I'm glad it was just the rejection and not so much the foul that came along with it. I think it was just ball out, they get the ball. I like it.
We have a timeout taken. Four minutes and 34 seconds left to go. That is actually, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, our under 8 timeouts.
Yeah.
We have not had many time frames to be able to take the under 8 timeout outside. We did have a timeout with 6.5 to go, but that was a charge timeout that went to Lane. And now it's Pryor, and Pryor adjusting, goes up, able to connect, counted and one. I think all of Lane wanted a travel. Elijah Lewis is infuriated.
Yeah.
On the trying to take it out on the official. He's got to be careful he's not going to be teed up.
Give him the tee. I think he's talking a little too long. Nah, our officials here, they kind of do let the coaches kind of express themselves. And I'm assuming they don't let it go too far, but
Remar Pryor puts up a shot. That one's no good, and it's Chase Murray who is going to rip down the rebound. And now it's Bell. Drives, right side, 3 on the way, got it! 2-point game. It's knocked down by Murray. South of 4 minutes to play. Marauders have led the entirety of the game. Outside of the first 40 seconds when it took them to take their first shot and make their first field goal. They've led by as much as 16. Bays trying to navigate on the inside. Bays to Randle. Randle attacking, goes up, shots no good. Lane with a chance to tie it or take the lead. Drives, goes up. What a rejection by Daniel.
great job, great hustle, great effort, great everything.
Daniel has just jumped out of the arena to grab that one. And now it's Javantae Randle to Daniel, outside to Stevenson, flips it to Pryor, Pryor on the drive, Daniel with it again, 10 to shoot. Pryor to Bays, 3 on the way, no good for Micah Bays. Foul called, it's on Stevenson.
Wow.
And we will have our under 4 timeout with against the Marauders. The Marauders are looking to snap a 4-game losing skid. And 1-on-1 free throws coming up for Jaden Lee. So Jaden Lee, the 6'6 junior point guard from Chicago, Illinois, will shoot the 1-on-1 and a chance to tie it here. The first one is good. Jaden Lee, a 72% free throw shooter this season. We'll connect on the second, and we're tied for the first time since the score was 0-0. Lane has battled back down by 16 to tie it up at 65 with 2.5 minutes left to go. Randle over to Pryor, and now Pryor leaves this one back out to Bays, and Bays steps inside, and Bays floats that one up, and Micah Bays finds points, 13 and 14 of the night. Comes at a big time for Micah Bays. Underneath, adjusting, goes up, no good, rebound. Looks like it goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by Isaiah Daniel. It stays on this side of the floor.
I thought we had that one for sure, 100%.
Lane will inbound. Underneath pass. Dumps it. Momentum to Jarrell Love. And the Dragons bench. 67 all.
I do like the fact that the Marauders are looking very calm, cool, and collected. They've been here before. We've been on both ends of winning ones and losing them, but I like the fact that they don't look rattled right now.
The Marauders, 19 games decided by 10 points or less, 8 one-possession games. That means 3 or less. And Pryor adjusts. Pryor goes up. Timeout taken by Coach Lewis. As the Marauders are back up by 2. So Lane will inbound.
Make them earn it.
Working the ball up the floor is Xavier Bell. It could all come down to a stop. One stop could be enough for either one of these teams to start pulling ahead. 10 to shoot. Drives, puts up a baseline jump shot, and the stop won't come there. It's Xavier Bell, and a timeout taken by Lane. They have 1 remaining.
63 seconds to go in this thing.
State, Spring Hill Miles, and of course this one.
This is the first time that Lane has not come out in the full court press.
So it's Stevenson. Tied at 69 with 50 seconds left to go. Bays has a corner 3. Who knocks it down? Bays with the tray. Marauders lead it by 3. A 3 to answer back. And it's Elijah Lewis with 40 seconds. Tied at 72. Eye for eye are both of these teams. Lane will have another possession. Pryor adjusting, foul, 2 shots for Raymar Pryor. And a couple of big free throws for what has been a silent night tonight for Raymar Pryor. Pryor will take a trip to the line. He is 2 for 3 at the free throw line today. He's got 14, but it's been silent. Micah Bays, that 3-pointer, puts him at 20. He has had a silent second half, but he's had 11 in the second half. A silent night for Bays, but he's done it in a big way, where he has knocked down 12 points coming from beyond the arc of the 20. Pryor sinks them both. Timeout taken by the Marauders. The shot clock will be turned off. And now if you're Lane, you can say they would like to add another 27 seconds on that, bumping it up to just over 38 minutes of the game with the lead. Well, here we go. 25 seconds. It's Xavier Bell who's got it. Leaves this one over to Jaden Lee. Lee back to Bell. Bell sends it out for the lead. Got it!
We're 13 seconds to go in the game. Plenty of time. This is not over.
Elijah Lewis gives Lane their first lead of the game. And a timeout taken by Coach Lewis. As Central State will have a chance to go for a game winner with 8.6 seconds.
A true jump shot. Definitely want to see where Micah Bays is.
Pryor's got 16, Randle and Bays both with 20. It's going to be Daniel to inbound it as they leave this one to Stevenson. Underneath to Pryor. Pryor with 5 seconds. Pryor turns around, puts up a shot, no good. Lane's got it. They chuck the ball off the floor. Lane comes away with the victory. And Central State will drop their 14th game of the season in a game that has been decided by 10 or less.